90-day Fiancé star Suwan is going to have a baby with David Toborowsky very soon. Annie from Thailand and David from Kentucky were first seen in 90-day Fiancé Season 5. David and Annie's age gap of 24 years was a big red flag, and it also meant that they could have issues having kids later on in their relationship. The couple got married in November 2017, when Annie moved to the US on a K-1 visa. While Annie and David initially thought of adopting Annie's brother and cousin sister from Thailand, they seemingly changed their minds. Annie admitted she had gotten baby fever in August 2023 when she became an auntie to Nav and Suwan. Annie's adorable nephew was born in Thailand, and the 90-day fiancé couple shared the baby sweet photos with their Instagram family. Annie and David were finally teasing about having a baby of their own. They had always brushed off the idea of becoming parents due to David's age and vasectomy. Meanwhile, Annie had PCOS. She worried about how stressful it would be for her husband to become a father all over again at the age of 55. David might have sensed that Annie was, and decided to fulfill her wish, regardless of how old he was. Annie reached out to fans in November 2023, asking them for suggestions about IVF centers and revealing that they had been looking for one for over 2 years. By January 2024, Annie and David had met fertility specialist Dr. Robert Bustan-Farr at HRC Fertility in Encino, California. The pillow-top pair started making frequent trips to California for their treatment. David got his sperm extraction done, and 29 eggs were retrieved during Annie's egg retrieval process in March 2024. Annie shocked her Instagram followers by telling them a baby was on the way. "It seems like I'm going to get pregnant sooner than I thought." Annie, David thanked their fans for their prayers and explained that they had 12 embryos that were viable. They had a couple of checkups left until the embryo would be transferred back into Annie's body at the appropriate time. Annie underwent embryo transfer surgery in April 2024. David had asked for prayers as a cyst had to be removed from Annie's womb before the transfer. David officially announced that Annie was pregnant in July 2024. He shared a screenshot of Annie's lab report, while Anna shared a reel captioned, "I'm pregnant." Annie couldn't stop smiling as she thanked her followers for their love and support. A few weeks later, Annie posed with the first ultrasound of their baby. Annie and David looked forward to hearing the heartbeat of their little one. Their next stop was to find a local OB/GYN in the Scottsdale area in August 2024. David mentioned that Annie was having morning sickness. It was then that David decided to gift her a push present. David went to a Mercedes-Benz showroom while telling Annie he was going to fetch her ginger ale and crackers. Annie is currently 14 weeks pregnant. When David recently posted a throwback photo of when he moved to China 9 years ago, a fan asked him when the baby was due and how Annie was feeling. David replied, "She is good except for morning sickness and due in March."